So on this slide, you're being asked to write a regression or use the regression command to write the function. So I wanted to remind you how the regression command works. So here I've gone back to that example that we worked on in class the other day where this was one of the options. Your aunt was going to pay you 10 cents the first month, 20 cents the next month, 40 cents the next month. I determined, first of all, that this was an exponential equation by seeing that this had a constant multiplier, a multiplicative change with when the x's had an additive change. So that's important to see. And then I'm going to remind you how to do the regression command right here on line 2. But before we do this regression command, you have to tell Desmos what kind of equation it wants, because it will write any equation. It will take that data and it will write a linear equation, or it will write a quadratic equation, or it will write a third degree polynomial equation. It will do any kind of equation that you tell it to do. So you have to be sure to tell it to do the right kind of equation. So once we recognize that it is exponential, I want to jump over here and show you in your textbook on page, what page is this? 326, I believe. Yeah, on page 326, that it gives you the basic definition right here of the most basic form. It says an exponential function is in this form right here. So they can get more complicated. And I'm going to explain all of this stuff in another video. We can get more complicated. If you jump over here a few more pages, you'll see that they can look this complicated. They can have not just a, b, and an x, but it can have a number up here with the x, and it can have a number down here. We're not going to worry about this on the first one. We're just going to use that basic formula that it just showed us. So to do a regression, you have to hit y, and since this says y1, you have to enter y1. And notice all I did, let me back that up. I hit my Y key, and if you want to use your alphabet down here, you hit the Y key, and then you hit the 1 key, and it makes that 1 become a subscript. Then on this keyboard right here, you have that little wavy sign. That's the regression command. That little wavy sign is how you tell Desmos you're going to do a regression. And now we just give it that basic formula that they had over there in the book. So we need an A, and we need a time sign, and then we need a B, and that B, it needs to be raised. So I can either use this power right here, or I can do Shift 6 to get up in the exponent, and we make the exponent be x. And don't forget to put the 1 on the end of it, because we're asking it to look up here in this table at the y1 and the x1 values. Okay, so this is the answer to the equation. You can see that this green graph, here's the green graph, is passing through all of those points that I had up here. And we can see them all. 2 is at 0.2. 3, if you get exactly on 3, ooh, it's hard to get on there exactly. But 3 is at 40 cents, 4 is at 60 cents. So it's passing through all of those points. We can check to make sure that you understand the equation by coming down here on another line and typing the equation is. So we see that the equation is y equals, the a value in my equation is 0.05. And then we're going to hit the times button, and the b value is 2, and then we're going to raise that to the x power. And so here they gave us a different color graph, the purple graph, and we see the purple graph does exactly what the green graph did. So this is the regression equation, and here we've checked to make sure that the regression equation that Desmos wrote for us is the correct equation that will graph the, well, that will pass through those points.